All right, ready when you are. If you can hear me okay.
Yeah, Ben. Just how do you think tonight's 40 minutes stacks up with some of your better 40-minute performances this season?
Yeah, it was it was good. We were pretty consistent. Cole, first half we played good basketball. I thought we did a good job defensively. Kept them out of the paint a little bit more than what we did at their place and what we did in the second half. Gave ourselves some good opportunities at the offensive end. I really liked where we were at halftime, Cole. That was a good half for us. The start of the second half hurt us. Sturt's got 8 quick points, and then obviously with the point guard, he was tough in that second half. He was really tough. They made a couple timely threes, but I thought Sturts and Yesufu they were really good. They drove it in the second half and they hurt us in the paint.
Last week, rebounding was an issue. Turnovers have been an issue this season, but you held your own on the glass. You didn't turn it over too much tonight. It seemed like maybe there were a couple ill-advised shots in the second half. I'm just trying to kind of put my finger on what led to that 12-2 run for Drake. I think you only had one turnover in that stretch.
Yeah, I'd have to look to see what we were doing offensively there, because you're right, Cole. We didn't turn it over. For the game, they had 10 offensive rebounds, but they had 7 of them in the first half. We had a chance to clean up a couple possessions, and they got second opportunities and got some points on them. They get 31 for the half, and again, they had 7 offensive rebounds. In the second half, they scored it at such a high rate, Cole. There weren't that many to get. They shot 60-some%, so there weren't that many misses. So that number's a little bit, and one of them was a key one. There was a key rebound in the second half that we needed to get. They tipped it. They went and got it. And they either hit a 3 or I'm almost sure they scored on the possession, and I believe that was part of that 12-2 run. So we played a better game today than we did last Wednesday. I give Drake credit. We were good in the first half, and they got some points in the paint in the second half, and they made plays and shots when they had to.
How much of Yesufu's performance is tip your cap versus got to be better?
He made the 3 threes in the first half. In second half, he made some one-footed runners anywhere from 4 to 8 feet. That a couple of them were tough shots, and he made good plays. Refused the ball screen the one time on Nate and got to his left hand. He made a lot of good plays, Cole. He did. He made a lot of good plays.
Thanks, Ben.
Yep.
Ben, were you happy with the energy tonight compared to the last few minutes of the first half of the first game and all the way to the second half of the first game you guys played great?
Yeah, we were much more tonight like we were on Sunday against Valpo. We had a good energy to us. Again, the first half, we defended well. We stayed in front of the ball for the most part. That got away from us a little bit in the second half. They got downhill too much in the second half. But no complaints with our energy level. No complaints with our activity level. We needed to guard them better in the second half, and give Drake credit for making plays.
What do you do going forward? To tweak that. Obviously, Illinois State is kind of right where you guys are, or lower, but on any given Saturday and Sunday, the team can step up and play well.
Yeah, we've got, without games this weekend now, Jerry, we've got some time here. We're going to be off the practice floor tomorrow and Friday, and then we'll have an opportunity to have 2 or 3 good hard practices. And like most of the teams in the league, we haven't had that opportunity. It's been basically day off, game prep, play a game, day off, game prep type deal. So I'm looking forward to the guys having 2 days off here after a pretty good stretch of games. And then we'll get 2 or 3 practices, like I said. We'll get to go at it pretty good for 2 or 3 days in practice, and then we'll get ready for Illinois State. That'll still give us a couple days to get ready for Illinois State.
That's really all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Just one question for you, Jake.
Okay.
In your pregame senior recognition ceremony, where you would typically recognize your senior student athletes. You did recognize your 4 managers that will graduate, but not your 2 senior players, Taiwan and Trey. Is that an indication that they're at least considering utilizing the extra year, or can you kind of expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, and I would add Gonar to that as well, Josh. So Gonar, and as you mentioned, Trey and Taiwan would be our 3 seniors. We're going to sit down when the season's over, Josh, and to your question, that opportunity is available, but I've made the decision that we're going to wait till the season's over to talk about it. So that's not, there isn't anything at this point to report or in any way read into of, hey, are they coming back? Are they not coming back? We're going to sit down when our season's done. We'll sit down and we'll go through and talk about where we're at, and that obviously is a great option, to have for players that are seniors. So we'll do that when the season's over, and that's why we did not put them out there tonight.
Okay, and then just one more, I guess, for you too. With the recognition of your managers tonight, I would imagine for a college basketball team, managers are an integral part every year. Yeah. But is their role even maybe a little bit more important in a year like this, with all the challenges that your team is dealing with COVID protocols, testing, things of that nature?
Yeah, I would say yes, Josh. To your question, with it being COVID, there's so many more things on everybody's plate that the more you have from a from a resource standpoint in terms of personnel, the better you're able to handle what comes with, in this case, COVID. And the 4 senior student managers that were out there tonight, Alex Hames is an underclassman and student manager as well, and they just, man, they're so great. The things that they do on a daily basis, Josh, it's so great. And you make a very good point. Even valuable every year. We're extremely lucky with the group and the student managers that we've had come through here, Josh. But with COVID, having that crew this year was really important and extremely valuable.
All right, appreciate it, Jake. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Good. Okay, thanks.